Hi, this is Ryan again, and this is going to be Tiffany's Beetlejuice Collaboration Challenge. And I want to try something new for this one. It's a little bit spooky, a little bit scary, but let's try it. Simply blessed. Simply blessed. Simply blessed!
It's showtime. Alright guys, so this is the Beetlejuice collab. Anything Tim Burton style is invited. So this is also hosted by Indie Annie Jones. And it is open play or open collab. So let's get into this. I did all Beetlejuice, just so you guys are aware. And we're gonna get right into DIY number 1. This one is probably my longest one, just because it is in great detail. I am going to do the recently deceased book. I do go in with some barn red paint, and this is a book from the Dollar Tree, guys, by the way. I did take off the cover, as you saw there, and I do go in there with 2 coats of this barn red. And now I'm gonna go in. I started going in with this, and then I ended up stopping because I figured it would probably be best to do my writing first before I ended up running out of space. So I ended up starting to line out that area, and then I go in and start hand painting my letters on here. So that's one I ended up doing here. But this is all hand painted, you guys, and it did take me a while. I wasn't going to originally do this. I was thinking about trying to do take it off the internet and maybe try doing like a Mod Podge cover over it or whatever. But I don't have ink in my printer, and when I was doing this DIY, we were kind of short on money. I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. So I figured, I'm just gonna try to wing it, and we'll kind of see how it turns out. And I'm actually quite pleased with it. It did kind of get a little off kilter, and it didn't line up completely, but it actually didn't turn out that bad. My letters did get a little crooked, and I did kind of go over them a little bit afterwards to darken them up a little bit. Like I said, some of this is just going to kind of get go a little bit fast, just because I had to cut out so much of this. Because otherwise it was going to be like, it took me like 3 hours to do this book. Like, it took me a while. So I did go, it's like a sky blue, and then this is like, I don't remember what color this is, but this stuff was like really goopy. I don't know, like the paint is obviously going bad. This is all apple barrel paint also, by the way, you guys. The white that I used is antique white. This, I'm not sure what color this is, but I ended up having to take a baby wipe and just kind of smear it around. I needed to make it a little bit darker. I did go in with that blue just because it kind of outlined it, but I needed that top blue to kind of smear in there to kind of give it that little bit more blue that they have in there. And here's kind of where I'm going to kind of start doing my people. So I do kind of go in with a little bit of detailed brush, and I'm just trying to outline, starting off with his clothing. And then I'm kind of just outlining with the blue. And then I'll go in with my black, and then fill in where the black is in the shadow of where the shadow is in the jacket. And then I'll just kind of work my way up. I am definitely following the book. I mean, to a T. That's kind of where I ended up. Otherwise, there's no way I would have been able to do it. I mean, I'm going off of the picture. And here, like I said, I'm just basically just going in and filling in where all that shadowing is in the picture. This is jet black by Apple Barrel. And I'm hoping that this is more relaxing to you than it is boring. Like I said, I kind of wanted to let you guys see what I'm doing. This I'm kind of going in now to kind of fill in a little bit more of that jacket where it's... So I'm going in with a second coat. So now we're going to go into kind of more of the back of his head, into his neck. The one thing that was nice is that there wasn't a whole lot of facial features, details. I did kind of give it a little bump for his nose. But I'm telling you right now, that's kind of where I would have had issues. Is like if you would have had his like facial features or something on here, because I can't do that stuff. But anyway, sorry. So now we're gonna kind of dab into like his hair. And then it's gonna lead into his hat. And that was kind of tricky too, because it kind of makes it looks like it curves. It's gonna be like the 3D, but you just kind of really have to look at how it's shaped on his head and how it looks like it's rounded. I mean, like I said, it's going by the picture and how it works. I do leave all of the yellow until the very end. So I'll be coming back and filling all of the yellow in so you can kind of see where the outline of the blue is there. So this one I kind of started doing the pink on the lady, and I was kind of running out of area, so I had to go back in and fill in some more of that blue. So that's what I'm kind of doing here. I'm kind of showing you that I had to kind of step back and take a moment to fill in a couple more little areas to make it a little bit more I don't know how you would say it, proportionate to the lady here, so we're not cutting off half of her body. I wanted to make it look more realistic for what we're going for here, so I had to go back and kind of fill in that spot there. And honestly, I probably should have tried to make the pink a little bit darker, because it's kind of more of the pink on her is kind of more of a, I don't know, a fuchsia, and this is like a baby pink. I had to change my blue on her as well. That blue, when I started it, was a little dark on her as well. That's the thing too, is you kind of have to try to find the colors to kind of make it look a little bit more more right and everything. I've had to mix colors on this. You'll kind of see me do that when we get to the clouds. I did not have the blue for that. I probably should have done that with her jacket, and the clouds. I used the same pink for the pink and the clouds as well, but like I said, I am happy with the way it did turn out. Oh, here we're just kind of stippling on. This is again antique white. And we're going to kind of skip through some of this a little bit. It's going to go a little bit quicker. I mean, it's going to kind of be self-explanatory now. We're just kind of stippling on. This is what I'm saying is I kind of go in with the blue that I used for his jacket, and it was just way too dark. So then I'm going to start going in and going over top of that blue and kind of blending another blue with it to kind of lighten it up a little bit because it was just way too dark. And then we're going to go in with our pink. And now we're going to add our yellow. And then at the very end of this, I do go all the way around and kind of stipple the white, antique white all the way around it to kind of give it that that look that they have in the book. And I hope you guys enjoyed that DIY number 2. That was probably my favorite. So this one I had a little fun with. I grabbed 2 of these styrofoam balls. And then some picks, what do you call them? Some skewer sticks or whatever. And then I was trying to find some pure white cloth, but I didn't have any. So I went with some oh my gosh, I cannot think today, you guys. I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, whatever, you guys know what it is. Anyway, I grabbed some of this cloth and just started dabbing paint. I hate voiceovers because my mind goes completely blank when I'm talking. I grab some cobalt blue and I'm just polka dotting it with my polka dot tool and just making polka dots all the way around it. No rhyme or reason. Drop cloth. Oh my gosh, now it just came to me. I grabbed some drop cloth and I ripped it into squares. And I'm grabbing that same baby pink that I used, or princess pink, in that previous project, and I'm dotting this one. It was really hard to see. I could see it fine, but it was really hard to see on camera. Anyway, I'm going to wrap these 2 styrofoam balls with my drop cloth. Yeah, drop cloth. But I'm going to grab my drill here quick. Make sure it's the same width, your drill bit. Luckily, mine was already in there. And I'm gonna just drill a couple little holes in this little piece of wood that I have here. And they fit completely perfect right in there, tightly too. I don't even have to glue them right in there. I mean, you definitely can, but like they fit perfect in there. And I do go down quite a ways, but I do put both of them on there. I don't glue them all the way. I just glue front and the back. I do make sure that they're a little, like the face of them are going to be pretty smooth, and that's why I decided to glue down the front of it. And then on the sides, like you kind of see me doing, I'm kind of just draping it and kind of curving the cloth a little bit to make it look cohesive. And now we're going to add our little black eye holes for the eyes. I'm sure you guys kind of know where I'm going with this here. If you guys have seen Beetlejuice. Anyway, most of the images that I've seen on this that have been done is usually the sign that says no feet. But I wanted to be a little bit out of the box here, and I actually wanted to put up a sign that says we're ghosts, because that's usually the one that pops in my head. I don't know why. But I know that's usually the one that catches my eye when I watch the movie. So I'm gonna hold up a sign for Adam when they're in the sheets, when they scream to Lydia that they're ghosts. So that's what I'm painting on the sign here. It is a little blurry. I didn't realize it was blurry because of my little ghosts sitting here. When I zoomed in, it was a little close to the screen, I guess. So, sorry about that. But we're just gonna kind of, like I said, spell out ghosts. So yeah. And I'm just gonna glue that down to the little sheet here. And stick around to the final reveal, you guys. I keep forgetting to put pictures in on this. I actually even took pictures and I didn't even put them in, but my video was getting so long. That book took a lot out of this video and I forgot to put them in here. DIY number 3. So this sign I've had in my stash forever. I got this at a thrift store. It's called Ron's Warehouse. For very cheap. I don't know, maybe like $3. It was actually very cheap. But I went in with some Monet's Garden. I gave it a good coat of green, and then I decided I'm gonna go around the scallop edge here with black, and I went around the entire edge. And then I'm gonna take some of these IOD stamps here. This is the first time I'm using these, so I am going to season them. And what I mean by that is I'm gonna grab my sanding block and I'm going to sand them. It's going to help with your stamps to be able to hold ink better. And then I'm going to ink it up. I am using black ink here. I do get these off of Unicorn Dust Designs website. So if you're not familiar with her, go check her out. I can have her channel linked down below. These are also off of Unicorn Dust Designs website. These are also IOD. These are the oh my gosh, the letter stamps, or I don't remember what the hell they're called, but whatever. But this one I'm kind of to skip through a little bit just because it's pretty self-explanatory. You just line up what you're gonna say and stick it down and ink them up and spell out what you're gonna say, ink them up, put them down. So I myself am strange and unusual, so I figured this sign would fit in my house perfectly because I also am strange and unusual. Anybody that have watched my channel long enough would probably agree with this. So, yeah. I thought it was cute. I wanted to add more stuff to it, but it just didn't end up working out. Anyway, DIY number 4. This one turned out a little funky. I was trying my darndest to figure out how to make a legit Beetlejuice gnome, you guys. I wanted to make him look like Beetlejuice and not just, you know, something that would be a replica of something, you know, I don't know. It's one of those things is, okay, Beetlejuice don't wear a hat. So, I mean, he wears one in where he dries the cap. If you guys have not seen me make a gnome before, I do fill it up with rice and I stuff it with polyfill. You don't have to use polyfill. You don't have to use rice. You can use whatever you guys want to use. There's poly beads and there's pillows and plastic bags, whatever you want to use. Anyway, and then I do enforce it with a little bit of jute twine. But anyway, here I'm going in with some fabric that I got from Dollar Tree. All that jazz. You'll kind of see what I'm doing here. But long story short, I was trying my darndest to figure out how I was going to do it and make him have his hair and, you know, look like Beetlejuice and whatever. So my husband came up with the idea of maybe having his head being basically swallowed by the sandworm. So that's kind of what we were going with, and having him have his head being swallowed by that. But then I had to try to figure out how I was going to make his body. And then I was trying to figure out how his head was going. I don't know. It was just, I was having issues with this, but it turned out okay. So I'm basically doing the same thing I did with the sock area here. I'm just cutting off the excess, and you know, you saw what I was doing anyway. So here I'm making his arms. I was trying to find my oh my gosh, why do I get so tongue-tied? I hate voiceovers, guys. I had ideas to try to make his arms bend and everything like that, so I was trying to find my wire ties to put in his arms and everything, but I could not find them, so we're just going with it like this. So this is kind of my solution. We were gonna just glue his arms like this down because I was trying to figure out how to make his arms, but if he wasn't gonna have a hat, this was my solution here. And then I was just gonna glue this other ball on for his head. but then I was like, okay, well then if this is going to be his head, then yeah. Guys, this took me a while to do as well. So this here, I'm cutting another sock out. This is going to be our worm. I'm going in and I'm painting black lines, and I paint them all the way around for our worm. This takes a while too, but this is my solution. Like I said, guys, this is why it's at the very end, because it's not one of my favorites. It's not like he didn't turn out cute, but, and I didn't go into a whole lot of detail with the worm, but these are his teeth, and I know they have more rows of teeth, but I did have these vampire teeth, and I'm just gluing them down to the sock. And yeah. I also didn't want to make him have a regular beard like a gnome like I would do too, because he doesn't have a beard. That was kind of my thing too. I wanted his shirt to show as well. This is also going off as an outfit that he was wearing when he was copying Adam when he was in the graveyard of the thing too. So if I had lined like a suit, it would have been a lot better, but I didn't have that kind of fabric. So I did go in with a half bead for his nose here, and we're kind of just lining the teeth up where the nose is. I go in with these little beads for his hands. We're just kind of stuffing them in the ends of the shirt here, or the ends of, well, it's in the ends of the shirt. It's, yeah. The sleeves, whatever. I do grab this piece of brown ribbon here. He does wear a belt in this outfit, so we're gonna give him a belt. But it had like a glitter trim on it, and that just definitely wasn't Beetlejuice, so we had to cut that off. We're just gonna glue that, and then we're trying to find a buckle. I decided I was gonna use that for a buckle. It was about as close as I could find for a buckle, so we're going with it. So I was trying to find something that would match his hair look. I do have this beard in my stash, and I didn't want to use the entire thing, so I'm just kind of trimming off the top of one of the beards that I had in my stash. It's going to kind of make one of these beards a little bit shorter, but it is what it is. These beards I get off of Etsy. I ordered off of one of the gals. I actually get it's a pack of them. It's like 20 beards for $15. It's a multi pack of beards, and it's like a surprise pack. Like she picks and she just mails whatever colors that she chooses for you. It's actually pretty cool because it's gonna be a surprise for you when it shows up at your door, and you get multicolored. It's pretty neat. Anyway, so I just glued that down to his head, as you've seen there, and now I'm gluing the little sandworm down. We're gonna find some buttons for his shirt. Kind of tried to match as close as I could to the size and color. And then I'm also going to find a couple of buttons for our sandworm's eyes. Now we're going to make a little sign for Beetlejuice to hold. I just cut a piece of one of the jumbo what are they, the like tongue compressors sticks from it's like popsicle sticks from Walmart, and I'm just dirtying it up, staining it up, and then I'm gonna add another skewer stick to it, cut it off. I do paint that black. And then I'm going to go in with my paint pen and I'm going to write "Beware of Sandworms." And now we're going to go in and dirty up his face. So we're going to paint his face gray, make him a little more like he's dead. I do this with his hands as well. He needed a little bit more color to him. He didn't look like Beetlejuice, so I needed to make him look a little bit more spooky and a little bit more dead. So I also grabbed some more moss, and I'm kind of gluing it around his face here towards the edges and stuff. And then I do glue a little bit onto his shirt. And then I'm also going to grab the same paintbrush, and I'm going to dirty up his shirt some. It was just a little too clean after we dirtied up his face. Just make look like he's been rolling around in a graveyard. And now we're going to glue his little sign down to his arm. And I do add a little bit of brown, I guess. Not a whole lot, but like I said, we just gotta dirty him up a little bit. But that's pretty much it, you guys. And we're gonna get into the final reveal. I hope you guys enjoyed all these projects. Let me know down below which one's your favorite. And make sure you guys go check out Indiana Jones over at her channel. Make sure you go check out the playlist, you guys. There's a lot of great talented people over there in the playlist. Make sure you give everybody some love. And if you guys are interested, I do also have a video in one of my recent videos that is a giveaway. It is going until September 4th. I'm just going to throw that out there if you guys are interested in it. It is a haul video, so definitely go check that out if you guys are interested. But I hope you guys all enjoyed these videos, these crafts, and let me know down below which one's your favorite. Like I said, go check out everybody at the playlist, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Love you all. God bless. Bye.